Hi, I'm Gregory Darling, and you're watching 101.9 KINK Radio in the Skype Live studio.
That's Gregory Darling. I'm going to come on this side. I'm usually over there, but I can't talk to your back.
Yeah, no worries.
That would be totally disrespectful. Hey, thanks for taking time out.
It's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
Coming into our little amazing, excuse me, don't mind if I do, amazing room.
It's a great setup. Absolutely.
It beats a conference room.
You got that right. It's not as sterile.
If you're
There's
doing
some life, you got some humans here. Really, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate that.
It's Portland, so maybe some of them are human, some of them might not. We're always in the battle with Austin, Texas for keep
Really?
Portland.
There's a battle going on there?
Well, not the battle, but
I'm visiting, so I should be careful. I'm staying in the middle, out of this one.
That's right. Well, you're from the West Coast originally.
Originally,
from
yes.
California.
I'm a native Californian.
And how long ago, though, was it that you lived on the left coast?
It's been quite a few years in Europe now.
Yeah.
I was touring with Julian Lennon, and we were making these pit stops in the south of France, and I just gradually kind of fell in love with that kind of community. It's a real expat community, people from all over the place. So
Yeah.
I kind of gradually acclimated to that kind of existence.
How long has that been home now, then?
Quite a few years. I can't even count now. I don't want to count. I
And
never counted, really. Numbers never made much sense to me.
Have you ever been to Aix-les-Bains?
Excuse-moi?
Okay. It's in the south of France. It's not the south.
Aix-Provence, you mean?
It's near Geneva.
No, I've never been there.
Okay.
Never been that far.
We'll talk
in
about that later.
Okay, another story, another time.
Yeah, it's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Well, you brought up Julian Lennon. So, I mean, and doing the extensive months and months of research for this interview, you can't help but come across his name and your name quite a bit.
Yeah, because we've done a lot of collaborating for many years now. The last 15 years, we've done 2 records together collaborating. So there's a lot of history with him and I.
Yeah. And you just partnered up. How does that?
I was in a band in the beginning of my career called Darling Cruel, and he attended one of the shows, and I had this long, blazing black hair, and I said, Julian Lennon's in the back, he'd like to meet you, and he had this short hair, and the first thing he says is, my hair is so short, and your hair is so long. And from then on, we were good mates and writing buddies. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it takes a certain chemistry, though, to be able to write with just
Absolutely.
anybody.
You need that humanity, that chemistry to make things happen. Absolutely. We would knock off songs in a matter of minutes. It was effortless. Absolutely.
If you try to do it by yourself, not even the same ballpark as whereas if you were to write a song with him.
That's a good question. No comment.
Okay, yeah. The last time you were in Portland, I remember blank. Fill in the blank. It's okay if you don't have it because
I don't have one because, as they said, as I told you before, if you remember things, you weren't doing it right.
Yeah, life on the road should be a blur.
Absolutely. And I'm sure it was fun. I have no complaints.
But you did say you were rolling through town and you recognized the Roseland Theater.
I did recognize that, actually.
Yeah.
I recognized the back. I believe that's where the tour bus entered from the backside. So I remember the backside more than the front side.
Yeah,
Go
that's
figure.
good.
So isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. The new album is pending on a date?
It's pending on a date.
Okay.
I think it's in 6 weeks now.
Okay.
From the last time I spoke to the company, it was in 6 weeks from now. So,
Okay.
yeah. Songs from Under the Hat.
Songs from Under the Hat. We'll be on the lookout from that. And I'm going to shut up and get out of the way because he's very good at what he does. Gregory Darling.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.